Hey guys, it's Alieska, and today I'm going to be talking about the internet and social media and all of that good stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh god, I'm such a freaking... this generation, man. In my lifetime, I've tweeted 15,000 tweets, posted hundreds of pictures on social media, spent hours on the internet, and sent almost 2,000 texts a month. And none of it matters. But the funny part is that it all matters. All of those pictures and all of those texts and all of those tweets are all memories, and they're all moments, and they're all thoughts, and they're all ideas, and they're all of these little bits and pieces of information have only been able to be passed around this way for 10 years. I've tweeted 15,000 tweets in a year. That's maybe 2 years. That's a lot of tweets. That's a lot of information. That's a lot of daily little blurbs of me speaking out into the entire universe for no one to listen, basically, but then at the same time for everyone to listen, and that's what makes it so amazing. The internet is one of the greatest inventions not only to this century, but it's a very important invention to mankind. Oh god, I don't like the way I said that. And I promise that's not just my inner millennial Generation Z borderline teenage self talking about how amazing and great the internet is and how we should all spend 5 hours a day on it, and that my parents shouldn't judge me because I just hide in my room and don't talk to anyone but my computer or my electronic devices. I promise that's not just me saying that, it's just the truth. It's just true. We've never created something so widespread and easily accessible from anywhere ever before. The internet is like this weird thing that floats in the air and can be found anywhere and can be connected through electronics and through boxes and wavelengths, and it's so crazy and absolutely horrifying at the same time, and it's so amazing, and it's just mind-blowing. Social media, which is a new way of communication that can be, yes, very hard to handle at sometimes and can be very hard to understand if you're not on it, but it is such an amazing quantum leap of way of communication for humans, and me saying that is a lot because I really don't like humans at all. I would consider myself a misanthrope, which is a person that is has a general disgust for the human population, because honestly, I can get into that in another video, but just saying, for me to praise humans for inventing this and saying that it is better for mankind is a big thing for a person like me to say. I'm not saying that it's the best thing ever and that everyone should use it and that it's doing great for society. I'm just saying that it is an amazing invention. You have the entire world in the palm of your hands, literally. You have everyone and everything in the touch of just a finger, and that is so incredible. Think about it for a second, you're like, wow. Like, that's crazy. We went from freaking having radios that you couldn't even hear or see anything. We went from silent films to having movies streaming on your phones and Netflix and apps that are full of movies. The World Wide Web was invented in 1990, so that's really, yeah, that's like, wow. Or when you're out to dinner with friends and you're all having a discussion and you can talk like normal people, because even people who have iPhones know how to hold a normal conversation. I know, it's just absolutely unbelievable. We don't sit there and just text each other all the time. But when you're having a conversation with someone and you're talking about something, it's so easy to just say, oh, let me look that up, or I'll look it up, or oh, I'll Google it, or I'll check it, and it's just such routine. It's just something that you're easily able to check in 5 minutes, where before you'd have to go all the way to the library and you'd have to freaking whip out a encyclopedia and fucking look it up, and if it was there, good for you, and if it wasn't, then sucks, I guess. But now you have everything at the touch of your fingers all the time, and it's so incredible, but it's so freaking scary. It is so scary and horrifying to have the world in the palm of teenagers' hands. And honestly, I'm so glad that our generation has the world in our hands, because some of these other generations, like our parents' generation, I wouldn't trust it. I really wouldn't, because I feel like, especially my generation, I'm 16, so I feel like my generation growing up until I was 10, I'd say, without really the internet. I never really went on computers. I never really knew what the internet was until, you know, elementary school, like middle elementary school, when you started doing projects online and you started going on websites and there was like Webkins and there was like all these Funbrain or whatever that was. That was lit. That was lit as hell. And, you know, we never grew up like these 5-year-olds do with an iPhone in their hand, and we never grew up like that. So I feel like having the contrast between the two of having a childhood, which I'm so thankful for, without electronics, and being a teenager and having high school with electronics and so much communication, because when you're a teenager it's so important to communicate with all your friends all the time and have these connections and have this sense of there's someone else out there like me who is struggling and this and that. And I feel like we're such a lucky generation to have that medium and have that experience, where like other generations today that are born with it, and these children that have iPads at the age of 2 is so upsetting to me to see. Even though I love my iPhone, I just can't believe that people give their kids them, and it's a different scenario. It really is, you know, it's like, oh, you're on your phone too, and it's like, but I'm not a toddler. And don't get me wrong, there are people who take advantage of social media and get way too wrapped up into it and are so focused on followers and following people and likes and all of this bullshit, basically, that really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Using the internet for good and using it as a resource, as an educational tool. God, I sound like an adult. Ew. God, that was, I'm sorry for that, but it's, you get what I'm saying though. You get what I'm saying. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Catching what I'm throwing? I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm saying. News all over the world all the time, and all of this information is being fed to us, and some of it, yes, is corrupted. Like the media, yes, I understand that the media is very corrupt and that they hide certain things from you, but you also have to think about what we found through the internet. What we find out, all of these protests and all of these rallies and about all of these scandals and government issues and things like that that we would never ever be able to find out before, and be able to spread on such a wide territory and be able to spread through so many people in such a short amount of time, that one piece of information and that spreads across the internet so fast, and all of that one piece of information is just immediately spread throughout the world, and that's crazy because there's nothing else that can do that. You know, you can't have a freaking carrier pigeon like, oh, there was a rally about, you know, this idiot fucking Trump, and he did something stupid. It's like, well, you find out like a couple months later and, well, he's president and he freaking destroys the world. So sucks that you didn't have the internet to get that information across quicker. Like, it obviously has its cons. Like, nothing on the internet ever disappears, and the fact that everything can spread so fast can be very dangerous if you don't want something to spread that quickly. And for anyone around the world to put any information that they want out to reach anyone else and connect with other people's information. And having social media has taught me more about the world around me than anyone around me ever has. So many different opinions on one website, and you get so many different viewpoints and so many different experiences and different thoughts that, you know, it's really hard to have like a corrupt point of view. You know, if you're just hearing what your parents are saying all the time, not saying that your parents are corrupt, but just saying that if you're only having one-sided opinions all the time, that's not very educational. That's not going to teach you about the world around you. That's just going to teach you what that person's ideology is. Notice that I've changed so much since I've been able to see different cultures around the world just from my bedroom, and I've been able to see other people's experiences and hear other stories, and what people can say and how it can affect others has changed me so much to be such a more accepting person of others and be so much more accepting of other cultures and other religions, and really find out what I believe as a person. The cool thing about the internet is that you can easily find people who relate to you so much, and then you can easily find people who don't relate to you at all. And I think that that's such an amazing gift to have such a mix of people all the time. Like right now, I'm speaking to so many people at once, but yet I'm speaking to you, and you're an individual person. I'm talking to one person, yet I'm talking to thousands of people at the same time, and that's so crazy. Like, that's so incredible. It just makes you think, like, wow, like the internet actually is crazy. Now, every time you go on your phone, you're gonna think of Allie and be like, wow, that tweet just went out to millions of people all over the world for everyone to see, and it's never ever gonna go away ever in my entire life. I'm still gonna tweet idiotic things though, so it's fine. What? It's all in moderation, that's it. I didn't even have to look it up. See, I knew that. We get so used to having everything now and to having everything at that moment, and you know, like, well, I'll just text her right now, I'll just ask, I'll just make plans right now. It's all now. All this information is coming in now. It's all feeded to you right now. You need new feeds, you need this, you need that, and it's all now, and it's all instant. We're just so used to having it there, that we're so used to having it now, and we're so used to having things instantly that it's hard when, you know, you have to wait to read a book to find out information. You have to wait, and you have to wait, and you have to wait, and you have the ability to have it now. You know, that's amazing. To have something now. To have it right in that very instant. And to, in a matter of seconds, have it looked up for you. The internet is now. The internet is now. The internet is here, and it's present, and it's working. For the day that they invent a computer program that you can order food and it's literally instant, like it makes it for you, like that printer in SpongeBob when he started printing like the Krabby Patties. That was lit, and I'm still waiting on that. Microwave mentality is basically this, having the idea that if it can't be done in less than 5 minutes, it shouldn't be done at all. I definitely say that I have a little bit of microwave mentality when it comes to certain things, which isn't always a bad thing because, you know, like, let's get it done and, like, let's do it. Like, let's motivate people. Let's get it done. Woo! I don't have any motivation usually, but if it can be done in under 5 minutes, like, why not?
Don't get it twisted. You was just another nigga on the hill.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna give you a hug out, and I hope this made you think, and I hope that this did something, and I hope to make more videos like this. So you can always, like, let me know, like, topics that you want me to talk about, like philosophy topics and universe topics and any social aspect topics or cultures and things like that, and I will try to make a video for you and try to make it interesting and share my thoughts with you guys, because my mind is pretty crazy and pretty interesting at the same time, and it's just a wonderful labyrinth and chutes and ladders board up in here. So, alright guys, I love you, you're so cute. I want to, like, hug all of you so tight and just, like, give everyone so much love, because the world needs so much love and it's just not fair. Bye guys, I love you.